So my name is Raja Balaze. I am president of Limo Union. We are a trade association group that has came together to defend the rights of the commercial livery industry here in California. So how a fare works with Uber, if you take a car ride and it's a $20 car ride, it'll say, finish $20, tip included, rate your driver with stars. What I'm here to tell you, we don't get that tip.
So their banner states that Uber is stealing their tips, and I asked what they meant, and they said, well, riders expect that a tip is included in Uber's fare, but they don't see a tip. What's your response?
Sure. So at Uber, we think one of the real benefits we've added to the transportation system is transparency. That for a long time, when you get into a car, when you get into a cab, what exactly the transaction is was kind of opaque. When you get into an Uber as a rider, you get a detailed receipt that breaks down exactly what you've paid in the different categories of what you paid. For the driver, it's the exact same thing.
Does Uber take its cut out of the fare or out of the tip?
So we don't take our cut out of the fare or the tip. What happens is the driver pays Uber a commission based on the services rendered. And for us, we're connecting drivers, and for Uber Black, licensed delivery drivers, with riders who are interested in a ride.
So what is the commission that Uber charges to drivers?
So it varies based on market and it varies based on brand.
What's the range?
It's an industry standard range based again on the market, and the range varies depending on the market.
Can you give me numbers?
Again, it's going to vary so much. It's going to vary depending on the market. I'd prefer not to just pick a number because it's going to vary.
I've talked to many drivers who were the first 20 to 30 drivers who signed up with them. They were promised from the CEO and from the managing partners at that time, once we get over 1,000 drivers, we're going to do a health care plan that we can use our volume, that you guys can sign up your drivers so that if you get hurt on the job, we can have something there to take care of you. They have over 20,000 drivers nationwide. We're not asking them to provide health insurance for us, but with their volume, they could create a captive where it would be a lot cheaper for each owner to give his drivers the opportunity to have some kind of coverage if they were to get sick on the job.
So drivers who use the Uber system aren't employed by Uber. Many of them are independent operators. Some of them work for large sedan companies. There's a range in there. But they aren't employed by Uber. Some drivers have come together to try to do things like obtain insurance for their cars, things like that. But Uber maintains a blanket policy for liability to protect our customers, but Uber isn't the employer, and so there's not a health insurance arrangement between the two. If the drivers are interested in health insurance from their employer, then obviously that's a conversation for the employer.
But Uber never suggested to drivers that it would help them obtain more affordable health
To my
insurance.
knowledge, no. A lot of the folks that are here today have been deactivated, had their accounts deactivated from the service because of customer complaints. And again, that's the kind of transparency and accountability that Uber's injected into transportation.
If your account has been deactivated by Uber, raise your hand.
7 days.
Only two? We are fighting for respect and a real partner. Uber is not a partner you can trust, and you would not want your kids or your family to work for this company.